man, oh man, oh man, oh man, when it comes to X-Men 97, Marvel better not screw this thing up. I think that's where most of us are at right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but that is just kind of the state of affairs. And we got a little scoop from My Cosmic Circus. The X-Men 97 show will reportedly premiere in March. That's interesting. I mean, that's, relatively close. You would imagine we would get some promotion for this show. And we have, somebody told me this before. They showed one of the episodes at Comic-Con last year, or at one of the cons last year, or maybe at a D23, something like that. Isn't that what happened? Like they showed an episode or two. Yes? Chat, help me out here. Oh my God, here comes Trev talking about X-Men Evolution. My God, bro. No way. No way. Not promoted, good at all. I mean, it doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence the way that they've been promoting it and whatnot. From all I've seen is some Marvel Legends figures for X-Men 97, which are super cool. This image and some of the promotional images that kind of came out, they look super cool. I don't mind this filter, right? Just kind of like looking at it right now, and I saw some people doing some comparisons to this versus the old show. It's obviously not going to look like the old show, to the point of stupid Eric butthole face guy. The animation wasn't the best part of that show back in the day. It's not like we were all like, wow, that's like primo animation. It was more just kind of the energy, the spirit of the show. They adapt all of the Chris Claremont stories. So you kind of really get some of the best stuff in a condensed version, of course, for younger audiences. But I was really I appreciated the depth of what they did with the old X-Men show. A lot of crossover stuff, a lot of like multi-chapter arcs that were really, expanding and kind of telling a story over several weeks or several episodes at a time. So there's a lot of like good aspects to it. I don't necessarily think the animation will kill it for me, but I am a little bit concerned. I think number one, it's just the state of Marvel, right? And we keep kind of having the same discussion when it happens, when it comes to the MCU. A bit of that discussion is, hey, so they know things were bad. They've made changes, but they also have a bunch of projects that are going to take, the mentality of things were bad and kind of slam them into we need changes. And some of us are just a little concerned that we won't really see all these MCU changes until we get into the stuff that they're greenlighting like right now. This is maybe years away. I mean, that's kind of the concern is like, is any of this stuff that was produced in the last couple of years really going to be better? Or is it going to be patchworked and kind of given some band-aids and maybe be marginally better than an absolute disaster, right? So I think that's one of those things. The other thing for me is like, bro, we haven't seen this shit. That's another thing is like, we haven't seen this. Like, I haven't seen a trailer. I haven't seen an episode. I haven't even seen a scene. I don't know how that's going to work at all. And I guess according to the rumors is like they basically used the what if style of animation and they put a filter over it to make it look 2D. And, that's weird. Like, I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel about that. For me personally, I'm like, okay, does it look awful or does it look like good? Like, just show me it, show me it. Show me what it looks like. And I'm a big concern that it'll feel really different than the show that came before. But then like there are comments kind of going way back where, apparently the writer's room for this show was only going to include people that were really big fans of the 90s show. So that felt like this kind of baton passing, this like spiritual, just taking that traditional thing and carrying it into the modern. So I really don't know how to feel about it. All I can say is as a big fan of what this show represented, I personally think there's more on the line for this show than there has been for pretty much every single other Disney Plus show. The WandaVision is good, but it has a shitty ending, but it doesn't like destroy my idea of Wanda or like destroy my idea of Marvel. Even some of the really bad shows like Secret Invasion. I mean, Secret Invasion was pretty shaky and pretty bad, and it kind of does reform a lot of your opinions about Marvel in that whole universe. But at the same time, like, I don't know. It somehow to me, it feels like there's even more on the line for this show. This show was like a gateway drug to being a nerd and to being a comic book fan and to becoming an X-Men fan. This show, and I'm talking about the one in the 90s, it's a big deal for a lot of us comic book nerds, man. And so I just kind of feel like there's even more on the line. And if this show is an absolute disaster, it's going to hurt really bad. So I don't know. Hopefully we get some promotion. March is just a couple of months away. Hopefully we get some promotion, and then maybe we'll be able to kind of look at it and be like, yo, like, okay, let's go. Because again, there's that expectation from a lot of fans. Maybe some of the delays have been to make sure that it is that good. I mean, that's kind of, again, I feel like we're on a broken record here. We keep kind of cycling back to the same conversations. But it's like, yes, they're aware. They're throwing money at it and maybe trying to fix it. But did they not do that to Quantumania, to Secret Invasion, to the Marvels? It seems like they have done that before. What is the tangible difference between the money, time, and energy that they're going to spend on this show as opposed to the same kind of energy that they've spent on some of the other shows? Because it didn't work before. Maybe Echo is the closest one for me that actually felt like, hey, you kind of Frankenstein this thing, but it's at least enjoyable until the finale. Like, I can actually get down with it until the finale. So, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts there, Chad? I mean, I guess they just need to release a dope trailer and make sure it looks awesome. And if it doesn't, they should probably just cancel it. You know what I mean? I would accept them canceling it at this point over it coming out and being like really lackluster. That would upset me more. Like, I would certainly be disappointed because I want to watch this show. But man, if I have to choose two scenarios and one of them is not getting this show and the other is getting this show, but it feels disrespectful to the show before, I'm going to choose not having this show. So hopefully I don't have to even come back to that. And when we see the trailer, we can all get super excited about it. You know what I mean?